Yo, so this TJ Mufasa here back with another deck list. So the video that I'm finna do right now, I'm pretty much showing y'all my Orcust deck build. So this gonna be the deck that I display for all the duels that I'm showing you. So here go what we got right here. I'm playing Orcust Danger. So it's pretty much like, of course, Orcust use the graveyard, and also Orcust is pretty much good with discarding off with the danger monsters. So up in this meta for Master Duel, we just so happen to have three Jackalope and we got three Snakes, which is Sushinoko, code name Snake. But yeah, and then I got three Nessies. So we got three Brass Bombard hitting off the hand. As far as once it go to grave, if I ever need that going on with my danger discarding strategy, Brass Bombard gonna always be able to just special summon me another Orcust monster out the hand, whether it's Gersu, Harpora, Symbol Skeleton, um, or Nightmare. Either or, it don't really matter as long as I get that danger monster out with one of these Orcust monsters and still got a free normal summon after that to still, piece it up with. My normal summon specialist in the deck, the only one we got is Gersu. Now, usually Orcust players like to run either Dark Grepher or Armageddon Knight. I find both of them cards in this deck to be terrible actually. And I know you got cards like Orchestrated Return. I don't like Orchestrated Return either. Um I honestly didn't try, but at the same time, you never know if you just discarding a card that you actually need for times like that and you get no bonds that advance on the plus. So that's what dangers come in. Even if you do that, your dangers gonna get you them pluses you need while still getting that monster to the board instead of discarding just for another two. So as the draw card, I feel like the dangers is the better advantage to this deck. So I got three Maxis, of course. I don't do hand traps too much except for my Maxi. So Maxi always let me get that hand recovery, and then I also do forbidden droplets and stuff like that because forbidden droplets in this deck is real powerful in a sense of if you discarding your cards off droplets to pretty much negate to neg your opponent's board, you sending down. Imagine sending a Nessie along with another Orcust monster like Nessie, Nightmare, Harpora, etc. And then you getting that plus steal off of the effects. So you gonna chain Nessie to grave. And also you can activate Nightmare effect, you can activate Harpora, anything while still getting them to the graveyard to pop off while nagging your opponent board. So that's like real powerful for this deck. Now I do run it at 2 because at 3 it's times that this card can brick. If you don't want to draw too many forbidden droplets and stuff like that, and you know that it's happened like that. So I just run it at 2 while at the same time I got 2 Call by the Grave. So Call by the Grave gonna allow me to pretty much if I'm going second, whether I'm going second or first, sometimes you might get a hand where you need them called by the graves. That's like standard to just go against Ash Blossom, Ghost Bell. What if I'm trying to special summon out Grave and Ghost Bell trying to nag my symbol skeleton. You know what I mean? So call by is finna hit pretty much max C. It's hitting all them hand traps, man, except for Infinite Imperm. I give Imperm that. That's why Imperm to me is like the number one hand trap to go against. Uh, this deck can get past Nibiru. I might have a clip in there that's gonna actually show it getting past Nibiru, but yeah, this deck can get past Nibiru. It's that good. And then I run my Orcust Crescendos at 3. So this is my only trap. You need these off me having 3 Galateas and also 3 Dengersus to add in there for the damage. So Galatea gonna always recur my Orcust monsters by shuffling them from the banish after they banish themselves to go off effect, while either laying me down Orchestrated Babel, flip that over. So now I got a quick effect board and the deck get more deadly after that. And then just to keep recurring my deck afterwards, that you want 3 crescendos. So if you using that recovery effect, at least you still getting some type of advantage to your board. Usually players always want to display that you put crescendo at 1. And to me, that could be false because you want those extra negs for a long, drawn out match. And it's possible at times you might have one in your hand while still being able to quick play that babble. Like if you going first or going well, whatever turn it is, whether you going first or second, and it's gonna be your opponent turn next, and you just need that extra negate on top of Symbol Skeleton having a pop off effect engraved for Dengersu. So you want extra stops basically. If you want extra stops, Crescendo is your go-to for this deck. You got your stops as far as droplets, of course, call by, and then now Crescendo. So as far as your other monsters, you do got Borolo Savage as well, so that's why I run my Brass Bombards at 3. All of them at 3. I'm not running Brass at 2. I'm running it at 3. Brass Bombard really help as far as with Nessie and Nightmare when they pop off back the board. It helped get off my Borolo Savage. And I don't even have to run builds of the Diabolic Dragons. I just run it because it's times where I could just summon me out an extra tank off of Synchro Summon because that Brass Bombard is just handy to come around. It's your level 1 tuner to always go along with Nessie. And then don't forget Radiant. This is my other hand trap right here. Radiant, a multi-dimensional kaiju. So kaijus, they try to say kaijus fell off. Radiant in this deck, it saved me from certain decks that like to play it. You know, we had one of them type of metas where the main go-to is Baron the floor. So Radiant is like an automatic wipe that off the board. You just got rid of a powerful negate monster right then and there. While even if you draw 2, you still good. You gonna summon you out your own Radiant while still having access. A lot of the times you got one of your dangers in your hand to still clean you up for trying to get a hand going there in the board while still you wiping off opponent's powerful pieces just off a tribute to. And then you got Dengersu to just send any other monster to grave and stuff like that. Send any other piece that you need, just knock it off the board. But the pieces I use the least in my extra deck, so I use Bills the least. I barely summon Big Eye. I honestly, these is the only 2 cards I barely summon. So I actually never summoned Bills before, and I never summoned Big Eye. I just got them just in case. You never know. I'm not running Boral Load. I run Boral Sword. So number 7 Big Eye act is my XCs. That's pretty much like if I don't got no swap over to take off their board, you never know what type of cards you need to take away from them because it could be so powerful. But that's what number 11 Big Eye come in for me to swap to Snatch and Steal pretty much. That's my mind control exceeds monster. And then Bills is it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. And if you take damage from an attack involving this card or from an opponent's card effect, this card gonna gain attack equal to the damage you took. So what you doing with this, you pretty much like say if they got a powerful monster and you got the life points to spare, you gonna have Bills attacking to that monster and gain that attack advantage. So once you gain that attack advantage, you gonna get that increase. So you trying to have you a way to stall while still being able to tank over. So that's what Bill's gonna do for a long drawn out match where you might have certain decks powering up off attack power. And you know you really need to clear over because there's other monsters that can't be destroyed by battle as well, as far as Bergrand the Glory Dragon, and then you got stuff like Chaos Angel in effect, and it get to that point where look how much attack Chaos Angel got. Is a powerful monster and you just really want to tank over something like that. But Of course, standard once again, 3 Dengersu, 3 Galatea. I run one dark charm of Gloomy in this build, so you need this every hand. Once you run out of Galateas, you still want to have you a Link go to that's actually still a dark type. So as you see, this is a dark type deck. Every single monster in the deck is dark type, which is why Bills is there as well. As being a dark type, it worked out just handy. So I got one Nightmare Unicorn. Now I could actually take Dark out because now that I'm thinking about it, IP Masquerena is more efficient in a sense, but Dark is more efficient at times as well because it might be times where you need to link Galatea off, you might need to link Langursu, any other link just to go ahead and get that advantage that Unicorn is able to deliver. But Masquerena do a good job as well because with when you link off, you gonna quick effect Masquerena, and you pretty much use that on one other monster to on your opponent's turn create you another stop with quick effect. You chain and off Unicorn, go over, hit they board, and voila. Now Langursu is at 2. You need Langursu at 2 in this build as well. You know you want to make sure your Orcust extra deck monsters is lit. Boral Sword, that's our boss monster alongside Orchestrian. Now Orchestrian, I ain't had no success with this card yet. It wasn't bad, but to me it's just you never know when the effect gonna come in handy. It got a powerful effect when it come in handy, but Boral Sword is the boss monster I go to the most when I'm ready to just go ahead and clear over. So enough of that. We gonna get to the duels, and oh yeah, one more. Don't forget your World Wine. World Wine, people like to run it at 1. I run it at 2. Um, it got a combo, so if you got one World Wine in hand, you send another World Wine to grave. You could special summon out this World Wine, get you a free monster on board. So I keep it there for that, and you never know when that World Wine gonna come in handy. So yeah, once again, enough of that. Let's get to the duels. All right, so here we go with duel number 1 right here. Let's see who we going against. Um, I'm just ran. I know I got 5 duels, so we finna see. He discard, going to a polymerization. So obviously this is heroes I'm going against. And right off the bat, he go for the Phoenix Man. So Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer is now on board, and he playing tier elements to go alongside it. So we going against tier limits basically, and he just happened to have him uh, um all the pieces he needed to go into that Phoenix Man. So look, there's imagine tier limits is tier 0 at a point of time, and Orcust is going against this tier limits over here. So you can see Rule Kalos and Phoenix Man. Also, he got his Reinhardt and his Destiny Hero draw hand. So here we do the Dark Grepher. This one I was running Dark Grepher, so this is a flashback. Dark Grepher can be strong, but it's been times Dark Grepher brick for me. But this is Dark Grepher build, so don't mind the Dark Grepher, but at the same time, it's still gonna give you an idea that you can use Dark Grepher as an option. It's still a heavy option for Orcust players, but I just grew fond of not having to use Dark Grepher. It was working out better for me after the Dark Grepher, so I used those 2 Dark Grepher effect. Been doing a lot of chaining. Look at Galatea pop out. There go the Phoenix Man. Pop my Galatea. Pop the Galatea. And then look at Simple Skeleton and Grave and stuff like that off Dark Grepher, I believe. So look, Galatea come back off the Skeleton. I still got Heart Pourer right there. So he used one of his effects already. There go the Babel. I'm getting out there off Galatea. See, he chaining all them tier elements over there. And you know the thing is, tier elements against Orcust. Look what he just did for me. He made me mill 5 to the graveyard. So it could have been casual. It could have been casualty. I got that Brass Bombard in that graveyard too, by the way. So battle phase, Galatea, link off my pieces. Then Gersu out there. In phase, got my crescendo on board. Now look, we into the part right now where I got my Galatea, Harpora, activate on his turn. This is what Orcust could do when you got the Babble out. You could chain your effects from graveyard because now your Orcust monster's effects turn to quick effects. So in graveyard, all of the effects is quick effects now. That's why Babble is like one of the most important things for Galatea to put on that board. And now we send out a simple skeleton and you just pretty much waiting on it. Like that's what you're doing with this deck. Now we put another crescendo. The first one was already activated pretty much. And we got the banish on the Rule Kalos. Look at the Destiny Hero Denier. He just sent his Phoenix man back to the deck. But then Gersu came out pretty much. It could go ahead and send that Phoenix man away instead of destroying it. It send it to the graveyard. So pay attention to stuff like that. That's what Dengersu do, is send a card to graveyard, not destroy it. And sending the card to graveyard to me is more powerful than destroying the card. So that's what makes Dengersu a powerhouse. Because certain cards might chain off of being destroyed while it's being sent to the graveyard. It's no effect activation. So now we get the Einsatz. I had a build as well where I was using Einsatz instead of like I was using 3 crescendos most likely, but the Einsatz was just some extra stuff. But you know, I switched it up, took some pieces out, and I started running Radiant, the multi-dimensional Kaiju. So now we go ahead, keep comboing off, and look who it is. It's Langersu. So we put the Langersu out. In all honesty, right there, I just misplayed with Langersu because Langersu was supposed to get sent over to this side so it could get that banish off the link. But it's alright anyway because we still got some more stuff to go. The Orcustrian also just got misplayed as well. I wasn't using my extra deck, my extra monster zone slots correctly. So, and that was pretty scrubbish, huh? I just missed 2 windows. I'm looking at it right now. That's real scrubbish. So I missed 2 windows. But I do got me another crescendo face down. So it's alright. He was finna try to activate that Reflexia. The Reflexia get banished. Pretty much good to go. Now we got this Orcustrian finna go into another Dengersu. Now you gotta keep them Dengersus lit. So now the crescendo gonna chain itself to get me that simple skeleton to hand. Then Gersu activate, send that to grave. Brass Bombard gets banished. Chain, summon out simple skeleton. So whatever he got going on with having this don't really matter. I pretty much got his board out the way with all that work. Bam! Finish him off with the Dengersu. So that was it for that match. And then we're gonna move on to the next one. Duel number 2, let's get it. So as you can see once again in this hand, I'm probably get to show you why. Okay, look, there you go. Armageddon Knight. So this, if you want to run Armageddon Knight with Orcust, you got an option for Armageddon Knight as well. And pretty much the first one was showing you why Dark Grepher could be lit. Now this one is showing you why Armageddon Knight could be lit. So Armageddon Knight do the dump the grave pretty much. You know, for the Harpora, go ahead, summon out the Gersu. I mean, just look at the combos pretty much. Like, I'm doing a whole lot of recurring and stuff. If you gotta play it back, feel free to do so. But the combo is going faster than I'm talking. So we even got to the point Galatea gonna go ahead and put that Babble out. As you can see, what I was explaining with the World Wine. That World Wine out there now, so yeah, that World Wine out there now. We got Galatea out again. So with some extra defense from this World Wine, here go with the grave looking like pretty much. We got Heart Pourer, gonna go ahead. He used Foolish Burial Goods. Okay, it's gonna pretty much summon me out the symbol skeleton. To be honest, that was just a misplay. The Heart Pourer was supposed to summon out a Gersu, so Gersu could dump me the symbol skeleton. So it's automatically engraved, but pretty much I guess you could just say I'm using defense as a mechanism. So it's technically not a misplay. Look at it as you want to keep your defense on that board lit. So Gersu, you will lose attack points. Somebody could run over you and stuff like that. As far as I'm not okay, he playing Crystal Beast. But if it was anything like using Utopia double with double or nothing, it's easily run over somebody with stuff like that. Send at the grave, symbol skeleton, World Wine, go to grave. We're gonna take some direct attacks. Main phase 2, end phase, back to my turn. He pretty much just disassembled my whole board. So we're gonna put that Babble back out, be able to get them quick effects off. He resolved the Crystal Miracle. Pop that. Pretty much sent my Babble to grave, so it looked like we having a tough time though. Look, give me that Galatea, pretty much. Give me a Crescendo. World Wine, activate. Put that Nightmare on board. Galatea gonna come out. There go Dengersu. So we need that Dengersu to go ahead and knock something away. Get rid of his let me see what that spell called. But look. There go Borolo Savage. The Savage Man. Keep the Savage Man lit. Got rid of his Rainbow Bridge though. But yep, you got that Savage Man out there now. So Galatea, we needed that to be engraved in the first place, so we could go ahead and have another piece for Savage Man. You need a Link 2 in the graveyard at least. You need Galatea, so then Borolo Savage could get him some negates. He gonna equip whatever, however many links. Borolo got that many negates. So Galatea Link 2 negates for Savage Man. Alright, so here come the Phoenix. We finna try to go ahead. What he finna try to destroy my Crescendo? Nope. Dengersu got another effect, so it's gonna discard one of his pieces to negate any damage from happening over here. So yeah, it get like that. We got that Babble back, nice and healthy. Got that back, nice and healthy. Look at that. You see the Jackalope in the play. Oh, that boy just quit. He saw it was finna get ugly. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's the end of that duel. I can't stand when people quit, but it's alright. Sometimes surrendering is a you know, it's a thing. It's alright. But we gonna move on to the next duel, most def. And now we hit with duel number 3. So come on, let's get it. Look, got the Danger, Jackalope, Tsushinoko, and Nessie. And I got 2 Call by the Graves if it ever get ugly. So you never know. But he playing Punk mixed with, let's see what he got mixed up as. I believe it's Punk. What else was he playing with this Punk mix up? Yeah, we'll find out now. Got a Chaos Ruler, huh? TCG Chaos Ruler is banned. This gotta be. I wonder, did we already ban that up in this meta too? This was an old concept, I believe. I'm not too sure if we still got the Chaos Ruler now. So this playback must be quite retro. But now he gonna send out the Zombie Vampire. So then my Orcust Crescendo gonna go ahead and activate on his turn. It is a trap card after all, so some traps and grave can still activate on your opponent's turn and stuff like that. But if it got an effect to activate engrave, it's a trap card. But yeah, Blue Eyes. So he doing Blue Eyes. Punk Blue Eyes. Okay. There go the IP Masquerena. The girl on skates. So that Jet Dragon is the trouble when it comes to Blue Eyes. You gotta watch out for Jet Dragon. Jet Dragon pretty much keep they board lit. It's Jet Dragon that's the biggest problem going against Blue Eyes, in my opinion. I believe Jet Dragon is really much of a challenge, but look how he got a Baron the floor, a Jet Dragon, IP Masquerena. You never know what he gonna go into. But there goes the zombie vampire as well, so he got him some pieces over there. But we gonna see if all my combos could get past all of that. Cause as you can see, I ain't even pretty much did. I'm getting the board started with a full hand. I ain't even used my dangers yet, and I got a Galatea board, and he pretty much just got rid of all of that stuff. But I'm pretty sure that was off of his own doing, of all his combo and in effects when he had me have to mill the top of my deck. Once you do that, you pretty much then got Orcust started. So he trying to get that Jet Dragon, and I'm gonna call by that, cause that's, yeah, you're not getting that Jet Dragon going. And look how much I'm still finna be able to do. He got that access code talk over there off the IP Masquerena. Big mistake. That's a big mistake. So the card that he was supposed to summon out would have been the Appaloosa. The Appaloosa goddess of the bow. He would have had him at least I believe three to 4 months to negates. But he chose to bring out the access code, so we pretty much gonna use all these cards to run over him at this point. Danger Nessie done activated. Snake activate off the discard. 3 monsters right there, so that go to Langursu pretty much. Gonna activate and link under the access code. So that's pretty much gonna send that access code to grave. The Langursu, I pretty much just had to end my turn and stuff like that, so it's all good. He got the Fairy Tale Snow. Try to flip my Dengursu face down. Wow, big deal. We gonna go ahead, flip up the Dengursu, summon out the Bombard. Nessie, Chain, send that evenly match to grave. Don't need evenly match, I'm already up. So Orcust Nightmare is in hand. We're gonna go ahead, Symbol Skeleton out that Galatea. And we just got Babel in off Galatea. So 3 pieces go to grave, Langursu. Ah, look, it's the Orchestrion. Yeah, I scrubbed it again with the Orchestrion. Look, when you playing Orchestrion and Langursu, like you see how I did the Langursu correctly, but make sure your Orchestrion and Langursu arrows is pointing at the monster so you could get that effect off. Even though I ain't get that effect off, it's still good because Dengursu just splashed out again and I could get that effect off pretty much. It don't really matter. And you just send that to grave over there. So we still got enough attack points to clear him over now. Got rid of everything off his board. Baron, the floor, everything included. You know, you see what the call by the grave could do for the deck. Having 2 of those in hand, very nice. So on to the next duel. Let's get it. We got the Symbol Skeleton. We got Jackalope. We got Harpora. We got Nightmare. Then we got Whirlwind. And look, it's a Jet Dragon again. He used Dragon Shrine. Alright. He got a Abyss Dragon. That effect got him a Chaos Max. So Jet Dragon, Chaos Max is the board. Abyss and Jet Dragon what he end off on. So Jackalope, activate, discard the Harpora. Summon out Jackalope, draw Symbol Skeleton, Harpora, banish, summon out the Gursu, send Nightmare. Nightmare, go ahead, do his thing. I mean, it's just Splash and Whirlwind and Grave, but that's why you keep 2 Whirlwinds. Now you see I summon out that Whirlwind. It's just a lot of comboing going on off that, so that's why I always like keeping 2 Whirlwinds. Whirlwind at 2, thumbs up. Now the Galatea out, we pretty much got all this impact going on. Look, he finna Nibiru me. Is what he was waiting for. Look how he Nibiru me now. So Nibiru gon' pretty much tribute all monsters on the board, give you a defense token while they got that attack position Nibiru over there. You can't use that you can't flip that to attack mode right then and there on that turn. So it gotta be in defense, of course. So now we still gonna have stuff splashing out. We get the Dengersu to splash back out off Simple Skeleton. Get that Nibiru the Grave off Dengersu effect. Still able to go ahead. Send that Dengersu the Grave along with that Harpora. And we still got to babble out, get another Galatea. Galatea gonna go ahead, be right there. Opponent's turn. Let's see, I got that big token. He just did the Yamasil. I call it Yamciel. But yeah. Look at that. Galatea gonna go on, activate, send that World Wand back to the deck, get that Crescendo face down. Pop out that Simple Skeleton. Pop that Simple Skeleton now. What he got going on? Chaos Max. So he's summoning out the Chaos Max on battle phase. He attacked over my Galatea, but Galatea didn't get destroyed. So, yeah. There go the World Wand activation. Put that in grave. Summon out the Harpora, Galatea, Dengersu again. You going in them series of them Dengersus. So the Dengersu gonna go on ahead, send this piece out. Okay, he had a trade. He put a trade in face down. It's some bait. It's alright. It's alright. It's all good. But you finna see the Boral Sword right here do what it do. So Boral Sword, this is why it's still a good card right here. So Brass Bombard gets sent out in attack mode. Boral Sword could flip your own monster to defense pretty much. There go Galatea. Flip my Bombard to defense. Now Boral Sword able to go on ahead and do its thing. So once it do that, it can make a second attack each battle phase. And then it could gain attack off your opponent's monster. It just got that 2,000 boost. So now it could make 5,000 attacks. That's plenty enough to pretty much attack over and cliff a game. So Boral Sword gonna attack again. Another 5,000. While we still had Galatea down there waiting on the attack, and also Dengersu for a 26. So yeah, that was pretty dope, right? That's why I like Boral Sword. They make it seem like Boral Sword just fell off. Nah, Boral Sword still go hard. Like, it go crazy, and it can't be destroyed by battle either. So yeah, we finna go on ahead and get to that next duel. So let's see. And then this our last duel right here, actually. So we drew a Gersu, 2 Nessies, 1 Nightmare, and a Call Battle Grave. So with that Gersu, callback gonna be good if he ever tried to ash me, but as you can see, he ain't try to ash me. You know, but I still got that call battle. Now Nessie, send that Nightmare to grave, flip. So, and I also forgot to explain with dangers. Pretty much you revealing the danger in your hand and you shuffling your hand, and your opponent pretty much gonna just like pick a card out your hand to send to grave. If it's Nessie go to grave and its effect activate. If it's not Nessie, that other card go to grave, Nessie gets summoned to the board and you draw 1 card. That's how the dangers work. They all got their own effects. So yeah, Nessie got the best effect out of all of them in my knowing. I feel like Nessie is the best of the dangers. Then Jackalope, it got a nice effect, and Snack got a nice effect. So you know, those are top 3 of the danger monsters. We got that Galatea out. Our back row is gonna be called by the grave. I still got me a token for I guess you could say defense purposes. Send whatever back to the deck. Get that Crescendo waiting on me for next turn to go on ahead and get ready. Now I'm sending all this stuff. Chaining, Simple Skeleton. This is what you have Symbol Skeleton and then Gersu engraved for whenever you doing that combo to always. Because you know, when I first used to see it too, I wonder why summon out the Dengersu just to put it right back in the graveyard. It's because you want it in that graveyard off Symbol Skeleton effect. Once you got Symbol Skeleton on your opponent's turn, it's an interruption. So you're gonna always use that Dengersu and Symbol Skeleton on your opponent's turn to pretty much get you that interruption. Send a card to grave, you know, and while still having you some defense and stuff like that. So got us a Brass Bombard, Nessie. Nessie gonna go ahead pop out. This, you know what that mean. We got enough room for Borolo Savage too. I got two Nessies out there. So Galatea come out. Galatea gonna go ahead. Put another Crescendo out. Here come the Borolo Savage. Savage man. Put him down. Then we pretty much put that Galatea right there. Then here come another Dengersu. This is why you keep three of them Dengersus. Watch this. Send that to grave. Then we got a Jackalope. Jackalope activate. Go ahead, pop me out another monster just because. You know, go to main phase 2, end phase. So I honestly right there had a decision to send in Gersu and Snack the Grave to go ahead and give me another Galatea. It's, I'm actually out of Galateas. Look at that. I was out of Galateas. Yeah, I couldn't even do that. So yeah, this dude surrendered though. I had him locked down, but yeah, that's pretty much how it be going though. That back row you gotta go on ahead. It get intimidating for your opponent too once they know you got that back row along with some more stops and stuff like that. That's why the extra crescendo is necessary. So each turn to pass by, you got another activation card. But in order to activate those crescendos, you gotta have a Orcust Link monster on the board. So you need Galatea, Langursu, or Orchestrion in order to get that going off. So yeah, we pretty much just ended it like that. It was nice showing some gameplay for Orcus. Next video I'ma do is gonna be branded. So I run a few decks. I run branded. I do Orcus. I play Eldlick. I play Flow and the Reeds. I gotta see if I still, if I didn't cripple my Flow and the Reeds, cause you know it get crazy when I always gotta do the pieces and stuff like that. As far as, cause you gotta always like pretty much delete cards in order to get you some more tokens to buy other cards. And ultra rare points and gems is pretty hard to come by. You always got to try to at least get you 1,000 gems to go to the shop and buy 10 booster packs or whatever. And if you're not using those ultra rares, you just getting rid of them pretty much. You hoping to pull as many ultra rares as possible so you could take those away and use whatever gems you want towards getting you that one ultra rare in your deck. So imagine you got to keep doing that, and you never know what cards you come up on after that. But you just go to your search and use your ultra rare tokens to search whatever card, and you could just generate your copies of it off your ultra rare tokens. You got super rare tokens, and then you got rare and common. Oh no, it's rare and uncommon. So yeah, rare and common. But yeah, so that's how that's looking. As you can see afterwards, it calmed down. No more Dark Grepher, no more Armageddon Knight. It's just like the same thing that I said. Well, you don't really need those for that board to get that massive. So that's a decision. If you want to run the Armageddon Knight and Dark Grepher, you could. You just gotta make the space for it, but you don't really need it. And how I be looking at it at times, obviously, you know, it's a preference. Some people really like running those too. It's like standard for Dark Warriors and stuff like that too. If you play on Phantom Knights and stuff, Yeah, you gonna probably be running the Dark Grepher and Armageddon Knight. Dark Warriors consist of pretty much like just a lot of warriors that's dark archetype, and they combo off very well together. But in this meta, I believe we got Dark Grepher and Armageddon Knight at 3. So I can only imagine the damage you could do in this meta if you want to play Dark Warriors. But it's no Rongo, so no Rongo in this meta. So Dark Warriors is kind of crippled in with no Rongo. So yeah, that's gonna be enough for this. And then I'ma holler at y'all on the next gameplay that I got coming. So I'm out.